Hi, my name is Anav. I am the author of the book The Invisible America with the subtopic Why is one of the richest countries in the world hiding its most embarrassing failure of all time, the war to end poverty. This book covers the topic of poverty and how our politicians in America have failed to do anything to promote a change ending the war on poverty. This goes back to 1964 when President Lyndon B. Johnson initiated the war on poverty. Today, the U.S. Census Bureau records that there are 37.9 million people living in poverty in the United States. So it poses a serious question. What went wrong? The answer is the increase in people living in poverty. What makes this personal for me is that I grew up in poverty through no fault of my parents. And the only way I was able to escape it was to join the United States Army. The problem was 23 years later, when I returned to the neighborhood that I grew up in, we discovered that the devastation associated with poverty still exists. There was no change. There were no upgrades. The United States gives billions of dollars to the United Nations, foreign aid, and war-torn countries of interest. In the meantime, the people in America have become a shining example in certain parts where they are no longer living the American dream. Their lifestyle and the images itself is proof. The three objectives that come from this book is this. Here's the first one. I want this book to appeal to politicians, the ones that are not fighting the war on poverty, to mount up like on the back of a horse and lead the charge, to spend as much as time, energy, and money in equality for the people in poverty as they do for their constituents. Number two, become an eye-opener for the people who don't believe that a person living in poverty is not at fault, that it's their choosing. And finally, number three, that this would become a beacon of hope to the voters, the ones that have given up, the ones that don't vote, the ones that always say, well, my vote wasn't going to make a difference anyway. That this book be a light for you to believe that you have power and you do not need to throw it away. Instead, turn to your friends, turn to your neighbors, turn to your family members that are eligible to vote, and vote for the purpose of getting rid of politicians that do not want to change the conditions of those living in poverty. My name is Anav, and I hope you take the time to buy my book, The Invisible America. The book is in three formats: ebook, paperback, and hard copy. Thank you for your time.